Hello everyone, I'm back with another Plan With Me video. I've been totally obsessed with bows lately, like bows on clothes, bows on gifts, bows on my doodles. You name it, I'm here for it. So naturally, when February rolled around, I thought why not make it a full-on pink bow takeover? It's Valentine's Day season, which means love is in the air, and bows just feel so perfectly soft, romantic, and elegant. Plus, they're just ridiculously fun to draw. This month's setup is all about celebrating bows, big ones, tiny ones, simple ones, fancy ones. You'll see them everywhere. So grab your favorite pinks and let's get into this bow-filled February setup. Alright, for the cover page, I started with February in this super pretty calligraphy style. Gotta say, it immediately set the tone for the whole vibe, cute, romantic, and just so February. Underneath, I added a mini calendar because, well, it's practical and adorable. But the real star of the show is what's all over the rest of the page, bows. I went all out with different kinds, some big, some tiny, some extra fancy. It was like a little bow fashion show happening on my page, and I couldn't stop myself. I sketched them all out first with my Copic Multiliner to keep things neat because you know I love my clean lines. And then I reached for my pink Crayola marker to add some color. For February, I'm sticking to just 2 shades of pink, and honestly, it's giving the whole setup such a classy, pulled together feel. Now, no cover page of mine is complete without a border, so I added one because traditions matter. But I'll be real with you, it still felt like something was missing. Then genius struck the background. I grabbed my pale pink Tombow brush pen and added vertical lines, and when I tell you, this transformed the page into full Victoria's Secret vibes. Chef's kiss. I'm obsessed with how it all came together. It's soft, it's romantic, and it's very me. Then I gave it some final touches, made sure everything looked right, and that was it for my cover page. Simple, cute, and very on theme for February. Next up is my monthly log. For the calendar, I kept it super neat with these tiny 5x5 dot grid boxes. Simple but effective. Now, for the background, I had this grand vision in my head, but let's just say reality had other plans. I couldn't quite get it to look the way I imagined, but you know what? That's okay. Not every page in my journal needs to be perfect, and honestly, I kinda love the imperfect charm of it. Originally, I wanted this super cute, delicate background with bows scattered around, so I improvised. I added vertical lines because at this point, I'm fully committed to the stripe aesthetic. And then I placed little bows in between. It still turned out cute, just in a different way than I imagined. To finish it off, I wrote days of the week in that simple pretty calligraphy to keep everything cohesive, and instead of numbering the days traditionally, I went for pink dots to mark them, and that's my monthly view. Next up, my trackers. I switched things up a little this time and went for a different layout. Instead of just mini calendars for each habit, I drew 2 main boxes, one with the calendar and other to write down the habits I want to track. And of course, I had to add a cute little bow beside each habit because at this point, bows are basically my whole personality. This setup was so fun to make and super quick, which is always a plus, but more importantly, this month I really want to focus on actually completing these habits every day. No skipping, no I'll do it tomorrow, we're staying accountable. And to finish it off, I added the same Victoria's Secret stripe pattern in the background because let's be honest, I'm fully committed to the aesthetic. And that's my tracker page, cute, functional, and hopefully very motivating. As usual, on the other side, I have my sleep log because if there's anything I love as much as cute stationery, it's sleep. So since it's a month of love, I went all out and drew a big bow with some little hearts scattered around. I mean, it just made sense. I also wrote sleep log in that freehand calligraphy style, keeping it casual but still cute. For the layout, I switched things up and added horizontal stripes to alternate the days because why not? And I guess I was just feeling the stripe aesthetic because I ended up extending them to the background too. No regrets. Then I colored in the bow and the hearts using the same soft pink shade to keep everything cohesive, and just like that, it's done. Perfect for tracking my precious beauty sleeve. Now, this has to be the quickest brain dump page I think anyone has ever made. I kept it super simple, just one little bow in the bottom left corner and added a border, and boom, done. No overthinking, no extra details, just a clean space ready for all my random thoughts, ideas. I quickly moved on to my first week of February. At this point, you know the drill, 7 boxes, nice and neat, and of course, I couldn't leave all negative space empty, so I filled it with more bows, because for this month, if my journal doesn't have at least one bow on every page, is it even mine? And that's it for my week 1. Clean, cute, and functional. Now all that's left for me to actually use it, which, let's be real, is always the real challenge. Wish me luck. And finally, the last page of my February setup, my review page. I kept it pretty similar to the last month's because if it works, why change it? I also got my ratings section, a space for all the songs, movies, and TV shows I watched this month, and of course, a doodle station, which, let's be honest, will definitely end up covered in bows by the end of the month. I've accepted my fate. One little change I made was dividing my video section into two. So now I have extra space to plan what videos I can post besides my monthly plan with me's. Trying to stay organized this year. And of course, I filled up the negative space with even more bows and some little hearts because I stop now. And that's it, cute, pink, and very unbored. And here's the final flip through of my February setup. If you enjoyed this setup, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more bullet journal inspiration. I love to hear what you're working on this month, and if you're also in your bow obsession era. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay creative and keep journaling. Bye bye.